Hey, this is James O Keefe on the Benny Johnson Show. Benny Show, YouTube. 2 days ago, before he went dark, went into hiding. I know he's contacted Alex Jones as the dead man switch to release these videos next week if something happens to him. But stay tuned because this stuff is going to be pretty big.
Again, I see both sides of it. On one hand, I don't know why people within the deep state haven't been arrested yet. And here's what I would say to you, Benny. If Kamala Harris was the president, right, what are the odds that someone like me or someone on the right who didn't necessarily break the law, what are the odds there be an indictment? 100%?
100%.
Okay,
100%.
Let's agree it's 100% likely. So I guess the question, and this is a rhetorical question I don't know the answer to, is why does that dynamic exist? Why is it that it's 100% the case that people would be indicted or arrested? And the only answer I could think that's rational is, well, maybe they're just taking their time and they're doing the right thing. I don't believe in political prosecutions. I'm against that. The ACLU defended me when the FBI raided my home. A liberal group defended me. I'm not about, I mean more, there should be equality before the law. And we know that people in Washington are breaking the law. We know that. I'm working on a massive story, not just a dating investigation, but a real big government corruption investigation. I'm spending many months on it, on the theme of Doge and some of the bigger graft and corruption. And I'm really building a case. I'm catching multiple people on tape, not releasing it right away. And it'll come out in the next month or two, and they're breaking the law. So the question is, does the U.S. attorney in that jurisdiction have the will to actually enforce the law? I think they will. I think this one's going to lead to indictments and jail time, because without accountability, our notion of freedom is just an illusion. If no one's held accountable for anything, then then we're no longer America, as far as I'm concerned.
James, I know we're up against a hard out, but I have to ask a follow-up to what you just said. This is something that we've seized on regularly on this program, because President Trump on Air Force One is asked about Elon and Doge, and he goes, "You don't understand. They just discovered something horrible. It's horrible." Then Carolyn Levitt gets asked about that, and she says, "I'm not going to get ahead of the president," which is always a thing you say when something's cooking. At the very same time, Elon posts this, quote tweeting Chuck Schumer, putting him on blast, saying, "You couldn't possibly be in on the corruption, could you, Chuck?" No, that couldn't possibly be the case. Do you know anything about this, James? Can you lay the groundwork for what's to come?
What I can say is that what I can say to the audience here, because I understand their desire for immediate arrests, but I can say this as someone who's really involved in rooting out high-level corruption. I haven't released it yet. I'm talking about a massive bombshell. It takes time to build a case. If I just put out a base hit right now, which I can do, I can release what I have, but maybe someone doesn't get arrested because they're going to say it's an inchoate crime. They're going to find some technicality or whatever. So it does take time for someone like me as an investigator. I'm not in the government, but as an investigative reporter, maybe prosecutors do something with my material. I really have to get them dead to rights. So I can't just go out and spill what I'm working on yet, because that's going to interfere with my ability to finish my investigation. So I will say that, in fairness to the people who are probably trying to hold these people accountable, that's the other side of things. And I don't think we should just, engage in political prosecutions and witch hunts, much like what happened to my team with the Ashley Biden diary. So let's give it another month or so, another 2 months, as we're 100 days in, and see the progress there.
Okay, well, we